Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my State of the Union ultrasound update for Thanksgiving 2018. I was recently at a leadership training with Jason Swain last week, and he asked us what our core purpose was, and I couldn't remember, even though it's plastered all over the walls. But he reminded me that inland imaging is about answers you can trust and care you can count on. And I just wanted to relay that to you just so you guys could think about that as well as what's our core purpose here? What are we doing here? And as I've said for many years to the people that I've worked with, what we do here is more than just another job. Just a few things I'd like to update everybody on. First thing would be Kathleen's retirement. It's slated for January 31st right now. Hopefully that we can get her on her way and starting her new chapter in life by then. And we're going to miss her dearly, as I know that you will as well. One final applicant that we have for her position. He's slated to come back for a second interview sometime in the middle of December. It's unlikely that regardless of what happens, if he is picked and he accepts, it's unlikely he'll be up and ready to go by the time Kathleen leaves. So we'll be trying to address those issues as well to make sure that we have a smooth transition. Our numbers are back up. As most of you know, we had a huge crash in October. We couldn't figure it out. I was convinced it was a counting error, but it's in the books as a crash. It is now over. November has been back up to normal. We're doing about one patient more a day than we were this time last year. So I'm thrilled about that. I'm relieved about that. I'm perplexed on what happened in October, but it's behind us now, and our numbers are back up, and we're back at cruising altitude where we're used to being at. Our Christmas party for the ultrasound department is at Yumi Kitchen and Sushi Bar in Kendall Yards. There is a banquet room in the basement that's as fabulous as what I'm told. And as Sam reminds me that it's more than just sushi, so if you're like me and you preferred your fish cooked, there are other options for you. Sam's going to get there around 4:30 to get things started. People can just filter in as they want to after work. I'm going to buy a bunch of hors d'oeuvres and stuff to get us going. And hopefully we'll have just a fabulous evening like we did last year. We had a great turnout last year, and I think it set the tone for this entire past year. So I hope to see you there. The company holiday, Christmas, winter, I guess we have to call it now, winter celebration hasn't been announced yet, so I don't know where that's going to be or what's going to take place. Just a little this and that. Holy Family expansion is still moving forward. That's about all I can tell you right now. You know, it's in the Providence red tape type of area right now where they're looking at floor plans and making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to. But my only report is that it's still moving forward, and hopefully sometime late spring we'll be able to move over into there. Holiday packs, December 15th, Saturday, 9 a.m., a Holy Family HEC Room 1 and 2. If you've never been to this, I would encourage you to please try to be there. It's such a rewarding experience. It just takes a little bit of time, and it's just a great reward. So if you can't be there in person, I'd like to encourage you to maybe if you would help donate to the cause. We were able to raise around $8,000 last year. It got a little hairy at the end, but we made it. So if you can help, this is kind of my personal endeavor, and I feel responsible for it, and I would really appreciate the department's help to help me make this successful. I think it really sends the message to the rest of the company that what we're doing here just isn't another job, that it's really a vocation for us, and that we're all family. I would like to remind everybody if they could please accept meeting invites, particularly for the QA meetings. This helps us prepare for the amount of food. We have such a huge group now that it's hard to prepare for that many people. So if you can, try to hit the decline or accept button for the invite so Janelle and I can properly plan. If you forget about it, don't worry about it. You can still just email me the day before or the day of and let us know that you're coming still. Still, don't not attend just because you forgot to, answer the invite. Next week I'll be in Chicago with Kathleen at RSNA. We're going to be looking at bladder scanners, point of care ultrasound type of equipment for venous access, nerve blocks, things like that. These are primarily ultrasound machines that are used by non-sonographers, non-radiology department, and they're replacing a lot of this equipment, and Dr. Hines has asked us to be involved in guiding this endeavor and helping them out. So we're heading to Chicago. The reserve trophon is kept at Valley Park, past MRI in a storage room there. So if we have a trophon that goes down, we do have a spare that we can use in a pinch to help us get through the day until a loaner trophon arrives. That trophon is currently at the South Center being used because our other trophon went down over the weekend. Regina and her baby, she's given me the okay to talk about this. As some of you know, she's been out all week. She's been in the hospital with a kidney stone. They will not be releasing her till she passes the stone. Hopefully it's going to be maybe tomorrow she can go home. Her and her family were planning on going to Boise for the weekend. That isn't obviously going to happen now, so keep Regina in your prayers, and I'll keep you posted as I hear stuff, as you hear stuff. If you keep me posted, then I can keep everybody informed. So our QA meeting that we had, we had a great turnout for it. We had our main meeting and split up into 3 different groups. We filled every conference room at the business center. We had if you remember, a question and answer section on what the roadblocks are at work. Got some great feedback with that. I'm going to prioritize all of those issues. And then from there, we're going to create some task force to help address some of these issues that have seemed to have been around since 1985. Scheduling, bad orders, EMR issues, you just name it. There's a lot of things that I've heard repeatedly. And if I'm hearing them repeatedly, that means I'm not fixing them. So I'm going to ask your help to see if we can not only make a difference for our department, but maybe we can make a difference for the whole company. And I think it would be fabulous if we could make some ground on some of these seemingly simple issues that just grind us to a halt. So stay tuned with that, and please consider helping us out when we get to that point. And lastly, happy Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for each and every one of you that goes above and beyond every single day, that helps create our culture in ultrasound and helps create that work environment that we have. As I've said before and many times, my vision is to create a work environment with your help that everybody enjoys, that everybody wants to come to work for and wants to be part of. So I'm grateful for you, and I pray that you and your family have a blessed holiday season. Thanks.